Tonight on Game Night, Nikki, Lincoln, Aaron, and myself, Dave, are going to play Fluxx the Board Game from Looney Labs. It is a game for 2 to 4 players, and it is designed by Andrew Looney.
Hey Dave, teach us Fluxx the Board Game.
Okay, Lincoln.
Thanks, man.
So, Fluxx the Board Game, we are going to have cards, and we are going to move stuff around the board and play cards. And what we're trying to do is achieve these goals, which are not there yet because they're also cards. 3 goals wins the game. That's why this is set to 3. You can set that to anywhere you want to start to play the game. The more goals you set, the longer the game goes. And they basically say to find the first 5 goals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so these are be the goals of the game. All right? A goal, they're all the same as far as I can tell, is what you have to do, which is you have to get 2 of your pawns. I am, in this case, the yellow player, although that could change mid-game, because it is Fluxx, after all. And these are going to be the various goals that maybe one of us will get. And it's getting 2 of your pieces on 2 specific spaces on the board. So in this chocolate extravaganza goal, if I end up at some point on my turn with a piece on this little party space and this chocolate space,
sweet,
I claim that goal, and I'm now 1 goal closer to winning the game. All right? We're going to know all the goals at the beginning of the game. So that's chocolate and party. This is time is money, so the clock and the money. This is
Dreamland.
So sleep and dreaming. That one is great theme song. So TV and the music icon. And milk and cookies, which is pretty obvious. All right, you can look at these at any time that you want during the game, but that's just to give you an idea of where they are. I think there's going to be enough chaos that knowing where they are is not going to help you right now, because now that these are shuffled, boom, you can only achieve the top 1 showing.
Okay.
You are allowed at any point to look through this deck. You can't change the order of it, but you can sort of see what's coming up and what they are in case that helps you for some reason.
Will this cycle? Is that the deal?
No, there's only 5 to start the game, but more can be added because there are more goals in the deck, and we're all going to have a hand of cards.
Okay.
All right? So we all start with a hand of 3 cards, which I'm not going to deal out yet because I'm going to explain some of the cards. So on your turn, you do these things. So you draw cards. At the beginning of the game, you're going to draw 1, where these pegs sort of indicate. You then play and move in any order that you want. This is play 1 card from your hand, and this is move 2 movement spaces on the board, which can be divided up amongst all of your pieces, as well as special moves that I'll get to in a second. So you can move 1 piece to, if this is at 4, if this is at 5, you can move 1 piece 3 and 1 piece 2 and 1 piece 0, because that's 5. But you can move 1 piece 5 in its entirety, or other things which I haven't got to. These are all off right now, right? They're all set to no instead of yes. Rotate, uproot a tile, or wrap around. Sorry. Rotate a tile and uproot a tile are also moves. So when these are toggled to be active, you can do those on your turn as one of your X moves, right? So if you have 3 tiles, you could rotate a tile, that's a move. You could move a piece. Then you could uproot a tile, that's a move. Then you're done. Those would be your 3 moves. All right? Mm-hmm. So, cards come in a couple of varieties. There are these leaper cards, and the leaper cards just jump you to a spot on the board. So in this case, this moves 1 of your pieces to 1 of these 2 people. All right? This just moves 1 of your pieces to the moon. It can be any 1 of your pieces on the board. All right? So there's those. There are action cards. They are completely self-explanatory. I'm not going to explain any of them. Let's just read them aloud as we go, so we can learn them as we go. But you just play them, and then there are these new rule cards. All right, new rule changes the rules of the game. They will, for the most part, this is a plus or minus. So this is going to toggle. What is it?
It's going to change the number of play.
Right. So this
how many cards you
This
play.
will change how many cards you can do. You must always, when you play a card that allows you to move a peg, you must do it. So, for example, if this is at the end and you played the plus or minus, you must go -1. Okay? These are not optional. They have to be done. Mm-hmm. If it's maxed out and it says move it up 1, then you don't do it. And I don't know if you need to have like a wasted move in this game, but that'll give you 1. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. There are also new goal cards in the game. When you play a new goal card, it goes immediately on top of the pile. More importantly, if you play a go card on your turn and you're on these two things, you collect it immediately.
Okay.
So that's another way of probably getting those goals. If these run out, then there are no goals on that thing until people add them. All right? So let's talk about the crazy stuff. Well, let's get to movement first. So movement from this tile, you kind of can't see because the pieces, must be on one of those 4 arrows.
Okay, so you'd go to the party, you'd go to the blank hex, you'd go to the blank hex or the
Okay.
Correct.
For now,
unless it
anyway.
rotates, yeah.
Each space on the board with a picture on it, essentially, not this octagon or this portal, can only have one piece on it. So if red is here, or if red is here, and green wants to move here, green will bump red. All right? Red can move to any legal spot except from where green came from.
Okay.
Okay.
So if green moved here, red would be bumped to either here, here, or here. All right? If there was no legal spot, well, this is a bad example. Let's do it this way. Let's say green wants to move here. That's a bad example.
No, you were right before.
No, because what I haven't told
Okay,
you is
all right.
multiple pieces can
right.
be in the octagons. Let's assume this is not an octagon. Let's say green wanted to move here, or red wanted to move here. Here's a better example. Red wants to move here. Green cannot go off the board because the wraparound feature is not toggled right now. But if it were, green could move to here.
Okay.
Green can't go down and green can't go up because the bumps don't chain. It's just a one-time bump from that active. Green then goes back to the start space. And red moves into
Nice.
that spot. Okay?
Okay.
As I already said, multiple players can be on multiple pieces even if it's the same color, can be on any of the octagon spaces. If you move on to a portal space, you are immediately portaled to the other one. If you start on a portal space, you may portal to the other one for one of your moves. This includes if you are bumped. If green were to move here, green can bump red here or here, and if green bumped red here, red would move there. Multiple players can also be on a portal space.
Who's choosing where the bumped piece goes?
The green player in this case.
Okay, the active player.
The active player. Okay? So that's movement of the pieces. So let's talk about the tiles. If rotated tile is on, as you probably can guess, you can pick any tile up that you want and rotate it in any manner you want and put it back to where it was. If uprooted tile is on, you can pick any of the tiles up and move it to anywhere else as long as it touches an edge. So it just can't be diagonal. But you may not rotate its orientation. All right? So that can go here, for example.
Right.
Or here, or down there. I'm going to put it here for now. If wraparound is on, then this space is connected to this space, as is this space to this space. Wraparound causes the gap to not be there. So this doesn't wrap around to here.
Right. Yeah.
It wraps to there. But this portal would wrap to here if, well, you couldn't. If you landed in the portal, you would have to portal instantly. So that's a bad example. As far as I can tell, that is the entire game. And whoever gets 3 goals first wins. It's going to be crazy. Oh, I forgot one thing, and that is the very first round. We need to determine a start player and somehow. Go ahead, do it. Or here, do these. Here, and do this. Or you do that. Left hand.
Start players or non-start players?
Keep. Start player.
Who's yellow?
Yay! All right. So the very first round, before we start the game, we are all required to augment one of these rules.
You mean to change a peg?
Yes.
Okay.
And when I say that, I mean we're required to move a peg to the right.
Okay.
We cannot lower one. So
You're right.
I am going to.
There is no lowering though in this case.
I'm
right?
gonna.
Oh, you're saying
But I can't-
he can't
Right.
go back.
He can't undo what I just did. So I'm going to move that.
Can I toggle these ones?
Yep.
I'm gonna put on wraparound.
All right.
Yeah.
Wrap that world.
Rap,
Nikki
boy,
P?
rap.
Brunk.
Drop. Oh, let's
It's
just
funny, he already
go for
knows, right?
crazy.
What's bad or
Like
what's
it's
good?
Rotate.
Yeah.
I need a grabber or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, can I look at these?
Yeah.
Extended arms.
And Lincoln. I should look at these first before I into my peg.
Oh, no.
Assuming that's legal.
Uh,
Oh, I didn't explain hand limit. Right now the hand limit is no hand limit. All right? The hand limit, as you can see, goes down as the peg moves. That is the hand limit of cards in your hand when it is not your turn.
Oh, boy.
So, if I started the round with 5 cards and I moved this hand limit to 3 for when it's, let's say, my first action, I would not have to discard down to 3 right then. Okay? You all would.
Oh.
By the end of my turn, I will have to have 3 cards. And if I don't, if I have more, I will also have to discard down. Additionally, if you bump the draw up during your turn, you draw another card.
Oh, okay.
You fulfill that rule instantly, but the opposite is not the case. If I've drawn 3 and then on my turn I play a card to knock the draw down to 2, I don't have to put one back. All right?
but the hand limit is 3?
Hand limit right now is no hand limit.
That means infinite,
Okay.
right?
So,
Okay.
All right, so I start my turn by drawing 2. Come on. All right, and what we're trying to get to, chocolate and thing.
Chocolate party.
Chocolate party.
I've got 2 moves, so I can't do it. So, okay, so I will go for my 2 moves.
Wait, you have to play 2 first, don't you?
No, you can do these in any order.
Oh, okay,
You
good.
can do those in any order. Draw 2 right now, which is what I did. I started my turn by drawing 2. I can now play up to 2 cards from my hand. I can move only 2. There is no hand limit. We can rotate a tile. We cannot uproot a tile, but we can wrap around. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to play this leaper card. I'm going to jump to the heart.
You're not a leper.
And I am going to play this. This is not considered a move, it's considered a play, even though I moved a piece by doing it. And then I am going to... I will play this hand limit card, because why not? And then I will move 1 and... Where can I come out? 2. Done. That's my turn.
Okay, so I will draw 2.
Yep.
I will play a card, use what you take. Take a card at random from another player's hand and play it. So I'm playing this new rule from Dave's hand.
Nice.
Player's choice, shift any peg forward or backward 1 notch on either pegboard. I think I will change draw to 3 and immediately draw another card.
Nice.
So I've done one of my 2 card plays.
Right, and
Yeah.
I just want to look something up to make sure I was correct. These things are not optional. You must move 2 and you must play 2.
Yeah, you said up to 2, and I thought that might
was
be
wrong.
wrong.
I
You
was
must
wrong.
play 2.
And
Right?
I was wrong.
All right, and I will play another.
Boo to your random draw.
I know.
That was my best card.
I will play. No, I'll move first. No, I'll play first.
We've already
I'm playing-
played one card.
I'm playing Where Shall We Go? All players, including me, give a goal card from their hand to me.
Okay?
No, you don't have one?
No.
Nikki, you have goal?
No.
All right. Lincoln's giving me Best Friends Forever.
Aw.
And I will play Thick Crust Pizza, and then I put them on top of the goal stack in whatever order I want.
Okay.
Doesn't particularly matter much yet. But let's have Thick Crust Pizza be the top goal.
Boo. All right, that's 2 cards you played.
That's 2 cards I've played.
You now must
and I
move
must now
twice.
move. So I will move here
And bump me where you
and
want.
bump you there.
What? Not on the pizza?
No.
Who'd have thought?
Can I bump myself?
Yep.
So then my second move can be this.
Yep.
All right, I'll do that.
Oh.
And then I have a hand of 3, which is under the hand limit, so I'm done.
All right.
Okay. So I draw 2.
And you start your... No. Aaron bumped it up. So you start your turn by drawing 3.
Oh, sweet.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
Thanks. What can I do? Oh. Were these shuffled?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
sir.
we shuffled for
Believe
a
me,
long time.
I looked
yeah.
at my cards like, whoa. All I had was rules. That's all I had.
Where is that? Oh. Oh.
Right.
Well, whatever. Rotate. The toggle thing. So I'm turning it off.
No.
Yeah,
Nope.
she's
What does it say?
changing the rotate a tile
Okay.
peg to the other
Ah.
position.
All right, there you go.
No rotation.
That's card
no
1.
rotations.
And what's card 2? Or do you want to move first and then play card 2?
Oh. Well, suddenly, not so bad.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, never mind. Well, I'll do. But the exits are not in the right spot.
Right.
But that would
You
have
are
been
changing the goal right now.
frickin' sweet.
Well, if you could move there, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so
change
now the
to
goal.
lullaby.
Okay.
Right.
So now you have a move.
And now I'm
Two moves.
now I go here
Yep.
and here.
Yep.
Okay.
You got it on your next turn.
And do you
And-
have
No one
a
can
hammer?
bump you.
I
And no
have
one
too
can
many
bump you from
cards.
the
Unless another
spots.
goal comes up.
Oh, right, because they're infinite capacity.
You must discard a card. Go ahead and draw your 3. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited by that. Okay.
So, I shall play this.
New goal.
Party time.
Oh, look at that.
And I shall play
Wow, all kinds of goals.
this. And I
Leaping
shall
with
leap.
Oh, look at
Leaping
that. He's going to
lizards.
get it. This is
Oh.
great.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Yep.
move
Yep. Move to the clock.
one
Bump me.
and one.
What do you want to bump me
Sweet.
to? All right.
Wow.
Boom.
And you
Wow.
claim that goal.
Party time.
Yeah.
Claim it, baby. And if you happen to be on that one, like as it was
Yep,
revealed, you
yep.
can claim that too.
Well,
And-
it would be pretty tough. I mean,
Yep.
because you can only be on
and is
3
your hand on the
spaces.
3?
Only if.
Yep.
There we go. My turn. I draw 3. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Say what the goals are. Like,
Yeah, the goal I won was party time. It was excellent. I had to have a party and a clock. Celebration and a clock, whatever it is.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
You sure don't.
All right. Well, I'm not going to get the lullaby.
Of Broadway.
The lullaby of Broadway.
Is it good?
Okay. So my first move is going to be to play the card that allows the rotate to be on.
Rotate. Sit on it.
And that's my first card play, sorry. Oh, that's a move, rotating.
Yeah.
Boo! Can't do that. This game's terrible. All right, screw it. Here we go.
This is crazy. This is
I'm
crazy.
gonna draw. I put my hand aside. It says draw 3, play 2. So set your hand aside, draw 3 cards, and play 2 of them. Discard the last card, and then pick your hand up and continue with your turn. So all the cards played count as one of my plays.
Right.
So here we go.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh man, they're both goals. Party. Where's the music? Oh, I'm gonna do that for sure. Okay, I'll play this one to be uproot as on. And I'll play, look at that. And I'll play this one. And this one gets discarded.
Turn it up goal.
So that's
Oh, sweet.
Music
my
and
first.
party.
That's my first play.
Right.
Turn it up. That's the new goal.
Yeah. Music and party.
For my
Interesting.
second play, I will reset a rule back to 0,
Back to 1.
back to the end, back to the beginning.
Yep.
And now for my 2 moves, I can do that, right? 1, and I will bump you to the milk. And wait, oh yeah, and 2,
Yeah.
because I'm right there. I knew there was something.
Turn it up.
And that is my turn, and I have 3 cards. These will discard. Aaron, it's your turn.
So I will now only draw 1.
What a day.
That's my voices shot Nelson from The Simpsons. It's,
We have uproot is on, which means you can pick up and move a tile
yeah, but
without rotating.
it costs you one of your
It's
moves.
one of your moves.
Right.
What if there are pieces on it?
They
just
stay on
where
the
they
tile.
are.
They stay on the tile as it moves.
I'm gonna for uproot this tile,
Okay.
put it over here.
Okay.
That's one move.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna push. That's my second move.
Wait, that
I
doesn't go
push-
there. Oh, you're pushing there. Got it.
Oh yeah, I can push to whichever side I want.
Yeah, it's,
can-
he was
you can
thinking
push to
it was
here.
he was
Here to
thinking,
wrap. Oh yeah.
Because wrap is on.
All right. Now what?
I'm gonna upset a tile Move all pieces on the tile of your choice back to the start tile. Then move that tile to any other legal location. You may rotate this tile freely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yuck. Ah.
You can portal there though from here.
Oh yeah, that's always well. That's at least you're there. And then I
For
guess
now.
my second play will be new rule. We need 4 goals to win. New win number, up or down 1 on the
Alright.
win. Yes. And I'm done. I only have 2 cards left, and the hand limit's 3.
All right, Nikki.
I hate you.
You draw
Wham,
one
wham.
card. It's Fluxx.
I know.
Once the game gets going, you should abandon any notion probably of trying
Of
to play.
planning, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
It's already wacky. So note, because wraparound is on, you can move from here to here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to.
Or I guess from here to here?
Yes.
Right? Wrap that.
Yes. Or from here to say down there if there was a tile there.
Right.
If you put a tile down there, you could move to it right away.
Oh, and is this legal that I created something that can't be moved to?
I assume it goes to here.
Oh, okay. But under normal circumstances, if the wrap was off, there's only 3 ways to start now.
I would guess yes.
Okay.
I'm going to draw another card.
Is that what that does?
Or, I'm sorry.
You're shifting
I'm
the draw.
shifting
You
the
are
draw.
going to
Then you
draw
draw a
another
card,
card
and you draw a
because you're
card.
shifting the draw to 2. Yeah.
Get myself somewhere.
Ice cream.
And an eyeball.
Eyeball. Moved away from the sleep.
And I
like
have
it.
to have only 3.
You still have to play
You still
card,
have 1 more card that you must play.
whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
If I'm understanding the rules correctly, yes.
Can you?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
What about no?
Whoa. Can I don't know,
Sure.
see if
Yeah.
I can do this.
Okay, back here.
First of all,
Yep.
move one of my pieces to milk.
Okay.
Any of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Where is that?
Here.
Yep.
So I bump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't play any more cards. However, for your 2 moves, you can go 1, right? And 2 if you want, or just stay there for 2. Or go here for 2.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, you're set up for it, assuming it's
Yeah,
still
I'm
on the
set
top.
up
Assuming
for
it's
it.
still played
If
and no
it's
one
in the
moves
same
her
place,
and-
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so done.
Lincoln draws 2 cards.
Yep. Okay. Leap. Leap.
Oh, right to music.
It's getting the leaps.
Okay.
That's 1. Wait, I didn't want to do that. Let's do that. Because
Okay.
I want to do that.
Yeah. I like the bumping rule.
Yeah.
It actually makes the octagons sometimes better spaces to stay on, because you at least know no one can move you from them.
2.
Leaps to the ice cream from somewhere.
Then I'm going to move 1, 2.
Yep.
Wait, no. You have to bump the
She
blue
doesn't.
player.
Oh, yeah,
she
I'm
doesn't.
sorry.
He doesn't. This.
Oh, it's an
multi-
octagon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. I don't know that. 2 goals already.
Nice. 2 more to win,
And that's it.
and you're down to the hand limit, correct?
Yep.
All right. I draw 2. 1, 2. Oh. Okay. Where's that? Oh. Oh, that doesn't work. Is rotate on? Oh, rotate's off. Oh, but I can't uproot a tile. Okay. For my first card, I will play taxation.
Without representation.
Each player chooses a card from their hand and gives it to me.
Ugh,
Suckers.
not real. No. How are we suckers in this? We're forced.
I know. It's a. Oh.
Trying to decide.
All right. While you decide, let me figure out my
Here.
second card. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then I am going
Did I
to.
just hand him the win?
No.
No.
I'm going to do one of my moves. That's my first move. Oh, that doesn't work. Sorry. This is tough. Okay. So I will do this for one of my moves. Oh, I'm so dumb. One of my moves is this. I forgot that I can wrap around. One of my moves is this. And then for my second card play, I will play Daydreams. Which which I am on that. So that's all my card play and all my moves, and I now have to discard down to 3. So I will get rid of
You and I in the same
this and this.
situation as usual.
And
Not doing much.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of that cookie bakery thing. Done.
I will draw 2. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that get a card from everybody was pretty evil.
Okay. I'm playing exchange pieces.
There you go.
Choose.
Oh.
No.
All right.
I choose any 2 pieces on the board and exchange their places.
All right.
Is the start space on the board?
Sure.
All
As
right.
far as I'm concerned.
Well, I don't know. Then I'll exchange this and this. I will take 1 move and immediately refill
Yeah.
thick
Yeah.
crust pizza.
Yep.
You have 1 more move and 1 more card play. Oh, look, you're on one of those. If only you could get
Can
to the
you
other
do
one.
it? Can you do it?
I
do it
will
in
play
1 move.
new rule. Draw +1, play +1,
What? You can do that?
and move +1.
What?
It's full speed ahead.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
All of those are. So I drew my extra card.
Yeah.
I now have 1 more card play and 2 more moves.
Yep.
Well, there it is.
Wow.
So I will go 1, 2
Yeah.
for all my moves and finish best friends
All right.
forever.
And now you have to
What?
play 1 more card.
I do have to play 1 more card, and
This game is in flux.
it will be this. Shuffle hands. Gather up the cards from everyone's hands.
Are you
That's horrible.
trying to make it
Shuffle
me-
them without looking and deal them out evenly, starting with myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
trying to make my
Oh, you've been fluxed.
the down
I
think
fluxed.
downtime
You have
thinking
been
time.
fluxed.
Flummoxed.
All right.
Yeah, that was actually pretty sweet there.
Bam, 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 bam. 2 for everybody. That's the winner.
Okay.
And that was all my 3
Whatever.
plays and 3 moves. Shush,
Whatever.
shush. And I got 2 goals.
Shut your pie hole.
End of turn.
End of your own thing. That was kind of fun.
Oh, I got my card back, the one that I had, plus this one.
That was fun in a horrible way.
That was great. That was a good card.
In a horrible
All right, Nikki
way.
P, you draw 3 though to start your turn.
Yay.
Aaron has full
speed.
full speed ahead of us. And you have to play 3, and you get to move 3. So you must be able to do something.
I think I can. There's that. Oh.
No pun intended, but it's tough to wrap your head around the weird, especially.
Yeah.
Can you move back to the start tile?
As far as I know.
How much
like
move
from
is that?
oh, I don't know.
You mean
Sorry,
move- you
it's
could probably move
these
through.
pegs
Like
are
from
in
here,
the
did you go
Boom.
back
perfect
on?
Yeah,
spot.
I think so. What?
I said, how many these pegs are in the perfect
yeah.
spot to
That you
block
can't-
the
yeah,
number
nice.
for me?
Everything's 3. Literally everything
I was
is
going to
3.
rotate this, but I realized I could only rotate it to. I was going to rotate it and move it, but I can only get out there, and I couldn't rotate what I wanted to be right there. Right?
I'm going to leap to party time.
Party
Excellent.
time.
Excellent. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Okay.
a card play.
Okay. Then I'm going to move. And that's 3, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
1,
Yeah. 1, 2,
3.
3. Yeah.
Chocolate party time.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Extravaganza.
party time.
Collect.
So I collect my goal.
So
Yeah.
you have 2 card plays left.
Okay. Then, do I have any moves left? No,
Nope,
I
you
don't.
went
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
Use them all.
I'm gonna.
Leap somewhere.
Yeah.
Do it.
Leap
the
to
dream police.
dreams from here.
Where do you want to bump me? You can bump me here, here. You can't bump me there.
Can't
bump
bump
me
you
there. So here or here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you bump me here, I will move to here.
Right.
You will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even on your own, not
Yeah,
on your
if you
turn.
move into
Yeah.
the portal space, you portalize.
Go into the portal. Go to where no goals are.
Boo.
Yeah,
Ha.
whatever.
That was really bad.
Goal change. That is squishy chocolate.
Okay, doke. I'm on
squishy
half
chocolate.
of that.
Yep.
I got no good way to get to the other one though.
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, you do. 1, 2, 3, boom.
Maybe.
It won't matter until it's Lincoln's turn.
Right. Who knows if that's what it'll be.
Oh, you're right. I do because I'm here.
Yes.
I wasn't looking at that one.
So I'm going to play the new rule wraparound to yes, which is already to that.
Yep. There's one.
I'm going to do burst of speed, so I'll have 6 movement.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3. Is that right? I'm not going to get there. Hold on, let me
Sunshine.
think.
Oh, I know what I'd do.
Remember, stuff wraps around.
New goal.
Oh.
So,
Well,
Oh,
that's
You don't play that. You play.
well.
cover
He's
that.
gonna get it though.
Yeah.
So-
That's the plan.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Push to here. That's what you did last
Yep.
time.
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Chocolat milk.
Okay.
So that was your 6 moves, and you have 1 card left.
no, he played 3
I
cards.
played 3 cards.
You played that,
And
this, and the goal.
Okay. And you have
then-
3 cards or less.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're about to win.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, I can't get to 4, but I can definitely pick up the squishy chocolate.
Is that how fast this game's supposed to be?
Probably.
We're already
All
halfway
right.
through the deck. What happens if, like, 3 of us are at 3 goals, and then we lower the win number to 3?
We all win. Woo!
Woo! Friends forever.
All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to
This is fun.
1 bump.
No, I like it.
I think it's.
I'm liking it.
2 bump. Right?
Okay.
That's my 2 moves. So I collect this.
You have a 3rd move. That's
I
2
know,
of yours.
but you're on the milk, and the cookies is down there. So I've done 2 moves. I have a 3rd move, correct? I will do this for my 3rd move. Wrap around.
Wow.
girl. It's okay. It's not going to happen. And then I have to play 3 cards because
How'd you get to the portal? Where were you?
I bumped wrap
Okay.
around to here.
Okay.
That's me over there.
Right. Okay, and then I will play this. So I move the play down 1. Just because there's too many cards. And then I gotta play these. Where's the pizza? And you'll probably be able to get to the party. So I will. Oh, all right, I'll play this. I get to swap 2 tiles, even though it's crazy. And my 3rd play will be that. So
Pizza party.
let me figure out which 2 tiles I want to swap. I'll swap this one. I can rotate them, by the way. I can do whatever I want with these 2 tiles that I swapped. So I will.
With the card that you have.
Yeah. I will rotate. I'm just going to swap these 2 because I just don't care. And here I will rotate. That's fine. Put the cookies all to the end. Done.
All right.
It's just too much thinking.
Yep. You could think a lot.
Yep.
1, 2.
Pizza party.
Pizza party. You should be able to get that, Aaron.
Or Nikki.
Yep, one of them. That's fine with me.
Well, if we think you can move back through the start space, then yeah, I can.
You have
definitely
to.
do that.
You have to be able to, don't you?
Lincoln just did
I know,
that.
but you have to be
as
able
a
to, because
move.
how would this loop, right? I mean,
Right. Otherwise, yeah, you're right. There'd be no way to get to it.
It's still slightly tricky moving into it, right? Because you can only exit one of those 4 arrows. So there is
Right.
a slight disadvantage to moving into it in that you can't go from here to there. You can go 1, 2, but you can't go 1, 2. So I see no reason you shouldn't be able to move into that space.
I wonder if TV party is one of the goals tonight.
Oh, it's got to be.
Alright.
TV party
Alright.
tonight.
TV party tonight.
All right. We've got nothing better,
Better
to
to
do.
do.
Can you get 2 goals?
I don't think so. I
it's
think I
close,
can only
aren't you?
do 1. No, I can get 1 easily, but let's do. You know what? Let's try that. Oh, I'll do that. That's cool. All right, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to make.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to make 1 move.
Yep. Remember, you can't rotate a tile.
And
You
then
can
2
uproot.
moves.
Yep.
I'm going to fulfill Rocket to the Moon. That's 1 goal.
Okay.
So that's 1 of my cards.
Yep. You got 1 more move
And then-
2 more cards.
2 more cards?
Yep.
No,
Oh,
one
one
more
more
card.
move and 1 more card. Thank
Right.
you. Because of me.
Because of you.
And I can't rotate, but I can uproot.
Yep. If you want, as one of your moves, you can uproot.
But we're but I can't break the board, right?
Right.
Like it has to remain
Has to connect to
contiguous.
some-
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's not a lot of uprooting that is actually right. Yeah. Can't
would be
create
cool.
another world. I will. This is a rough card. This is.
Just do it.
I move
Yeah.
everyone but my pieces back to the start square.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Oof.
Although I might not be red after that. Who knows? Maybe someone else will switch with me.
Wow.
And I have one more move, which I guess I'll just move here to be near the pizza.
All right.
That ever finishes. And that's the end, and I have 3 cards.
All right.
Okay,
You're good.
so
You get to the pizza party right now.
I draw 3.
Yeah. You're 3 moves away from the pizza party.
Yeah.
Pizza party.
You got it. You're pizza-rific.
Oh, you know what we
Terrific.
really should have done? Like, you said we could look at that.
Yeah, you can.
All right. So 1. And then 2, 3. Pizza party.
Claimed.
We.
And then you still have to play 2 cards.
Yeah.
All your moves are done. All your moves are done.
Moves are done.
And the tiles are flipped.
And tiles are flipped.
Looney Labs, Fluxx the Board Game, playing, blah, blah, blah.
What's the hand limit?
3.
Keep asking questions. I'm sorry
No, it's
about
okay.
that.
The goals are they're in
changes-
flux.
the game is in flux. Yay!
Oh,
Mime is money.
You could have gotten the milk and cookies on your turn.
I could have too, but yeah.
He could have won his turn.
There's a lot of wrapping easily to get
Yeah.
to it right now.
You were exactly. We were all exactly 3 moves away from milk and cookies.
Arg. I'm just gonna move.
Okay.
She's a leaper.
Whatever.
All right.
Can't reach.
All right, Link. Draw 3 to start your turn. Nope. Well, but I guess I could uproot a tile. Problem is, that's one of your moves.
Yeah,
You always like uproot a tile and then you're a move short.
right.
Okay, so I am green. 1, 2, 3. So we'll move faster.
Nice. Go to 4. There's card play 1.
So I'm looking for this, right?
Oh, you can do it. You can win.
I know. Well, I already know how I can do this, right?
Yep.
So that's there.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
1, 2, 1, 2.
yeah.
Yep. You could have also done it as one of your moves could have been to move that tile here.
Right.
You could have
And
done
you're
the
only 3 away already.
wraparound
Then he was
as
3.
well.
Yeah. Nice.
You see?
Right.
I was
You
just
could
wanting
have
to
done-
draw a
But this
goal,
one
right?
was
Yeah.
the tough one there.
Yeah.
2.
I also had to rotate colors. When Aaron shifted us,
that's
I'm like,
it.
oh, okay, I'll get the pizza if it stays.
Well, there you go. Fluxx the board
Fluxx.
game.
All right.
Well, cool. Okay, Nikki, since you were the one that really wanted to do this, what do you think?
I liked it.
What do you like about it?
It's a lot of, thinking, plotting your moves with your cards, but there's really no time to. You can't
You can't when
Do
it's not
any
your turn. You can't make a
pre-planning.
long range
Yeah.
plan.
because
Right.
the board is
Yeah, I
moving,
actually
the
had.
rules are changing.
When you shuffled the cards, I was so. I only had 2 cards, but I was so frustrated because I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great," and, blah blah. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
another, and then it was like, "Oh, well, there goes that."
I was enjoying it. We were all very quiet, I think, but that was because we were all thinking.
Puzzling a little
And
bit.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody with making jokes and stuff, so I was quiet. And I like the pieces. I like that not only are you red, but you have a little different pawn shape.
Yep.
Have
So
you guys played Fluxx?
I've never
Sure.
played. I've actually
played,
never.
I've played at least the normal version.
I've
does
actually
it-
never played Fluxx.
Yeah, neither have I.
It's. I mean, it's pretty similar. It's like it's
Does
got
the
that
board
same
game-
feel. No,
There's no board, it's just
no.
No, I'm
it's
saying
just-
does the board add something that makes it more interesting?
I don't know. It's hard. It definitely adds an interesting element, and maybe even more blocking and interfering with the other players than you have during the card game. So it might actually add a good dimension and even a little strategy that the card game lacks.
Does the card game move faster though?
No, it's a same as this. you get a hand of cards, and then you have to sort of puzzle out a sequence to chain them in, and you know things could change drastically by the time your next turn comes around.
Because I actually don't mind the crazy chaos.
And it's just like, you know, both this game and the card game, I have the feeling like, you know, they could be 12 minutes long or they could be 35 minutes long, just depending on how things play out.
The chaos of that does not bother me, actually, much to my surprise. Like, I thought it would bother me more, but it doesn't.
No, it's fun, I think. I like the...
But for the crazy chaos and the trying to do that stuff, the downtime of trying to figure out that puzzle is a drag in a way. It's like, I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? It'd be nice if...
It was more obvious, like what you could do?
Not just obvious, because it's never obvious, right? The minute you can rotate things and uproot them, things become a little less obvious. It's just, for a game like this, where someone's going to take my cards and shuffle them and give them back to me, where I can maybe plan, because sometimes I had a turn where on my turn everything was relatively
stable,
or the stuff I wanted was relative to where I was previous round. But if it's all going to be gone, then I want the game to be like 25% faster. It's the speed for me that was the problem.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't mind the thinking. It's what you said. I actually don't mind the puzzle aspect of, if I rotate the, I'm one short.
No, that's fun.
But then halfway in the middle of that, I feel like I'm dragging you guys down because I've taken too long.
Right, exactly. Because
it's a guilt thing.
You can't rely on that. When Nikki's taking her turn, I can't rely that my move is going to still be there.
Right.
So when the start of my turn comes and I just get 2 or 3 new cards, well then that's my puzzle time when I have to figure out.
Wow.
You know,
Aaron
it does sort of
turn.
like easily. I had several ways to win on my turn, but I knew one of you guys
was.
So the thinking time and the planning your tactical move unfortunately does drag the game back a little bit because you do it right at the beginning of your turn when you figure something out.
I think I would have won beforehand.
Okay.
Sure. I would
was
be
hoping,
surprised
obviously,
if you couldn't.
I was hoping obviously to draw like a goal, that I could win, but I could get to that better with the cards in my hand. But I think I can't remember. I had a goal in my hand as well that I think I could have made. In fact, it might have been that one. Was it the milk? Did you have the milkshake?
I just drew it like last turn, so I don't think you could.
Oh, I think I put mine back here. But I had a goal in my hand that I think I could have got to.
The thing I think is genius about this and the card game as well,
Sunday,
which
I can't remember.
There should be more games that incorporate this, is the shifting parameters of the game.
The goals changing is really neat.
Yeah.
And not just that, just
exactly.
This move is currently available, and this move is currently not available. And you know, right now you make 3 moves, but that could be more or less next turn or even in the middle of this turn. I think that's a really clever mechanism. That the game rules itself changes throughout the game. I was I mean that's really the genius of the original game and this game. Even this is a little too chaotic for my personal taste. Just how much it changes from turn to turn.
Right.
I've never played. 3 of us have never played the card game, but it seems to me I'm gonna make this assumption anyway with no knowledge or
I'll tell you
with no way to back up this claim, but I suspect that the card game would not differ that greatly from the board game, other than it would have cards and no board to mess around with, but that the thinking process is the same, and
so
the
how do you
chaotic
determine
process is the same. And in that regard, it seems to me that maybe that's what they were trying to do, which is if you like the card game, because I know there are gamers out there that knock the card game, but it's still around and they still sell it every year, and it obviously does well for them, I would assume. So perhaps one of the goals was, let's make a board game that will totally satisfy the people that like our card game, and maybe bring in some new people in the process.
Well, it certainly got me. You know, I don't know Fluxx, and all I'd ever heard was terrible stuff. You know, which you know, come on, things have changed since when I first started playing games.
Right.
Chaos was a little bit more frustrating, and now I have more fun with it.
Right.
So how does it work in Fluxx? How do you track what you're doing? And
from what I remember, everyone just has a bunch of cards in front of them. So I would have bread and chocolate and sun and milk, and then if I happen to draw,
the goal that you need,
the goal that matched 2 of them, and so those cards will rotate around and be stolen by other players. You just have them on a display.
I think I like
in front of you,
this
basically.
a little better in that
this
regard.
might be a little better, yeah. Especially with the bumping move.
Yeah,
the
that's
bumping
neat.
rule can be clever and useful,
Right.
or screw the
And
other
the
guy.
wrapping is fun.
The wrapping in the
Well, only because it was on, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Right. I do really like that first move, the setup move where we all just change a peg at the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
That's cool too.
Right.
That was fun. One thing I had heard was that the board game opposed to the card game, gets rid of the luck of the draw part in the card game.
Oh, because of what you're
Because you
getting
have
these
all
things?
these things in front of you. Then you draw a card that doesn't match at all
Right.
what you already have. And so having this board where you have to just move,
Makes sense.
You can-
It's a common goal as opposed to your
yeah.
own individual goal.
Right.
it kind of it gets rid of that, which is a frustration that I think
Or else-
I had heard from people. So
Yeah, and basically, this is like having all the cards in play.
Right.
Exactly.
All the spaces are out there, and we
Right.
can move to them. It's just a matter of how far and how much manipulation of it. In the card game, you could have, if I drew TV Party, but TV was at the bottom of the deck and hasn't come out yet,
Right.
then I'm just halfway screwed.
That makes sense.
I think that you're right. It does reduce
Yeah.
the sort of luck of the draw. from
Because it
that
puts them
aspect.
all, it makes them
They're all out
available.
there. They're all available to you right away.
So if I hadn't switched those 2 tiles, which I just was doing because I had to get a card in my hand, then no one would have made this goal.
I would have.
Ah.
He had my leaper card, bastard.
Yeah.
That was the reshuffle. Took that out of my hand. I was bummed. Because I had a couple, I had a goal that was perfect for that too.
Yeah.
It was close, right? So it would have been, I could have done it here, so. I actually like that though. I like disrupting your plans. It's kind of fun,
absolutely,
And I agree with you. The guilt of like taking too much time is a drag. But I was trying not to do it, you know what I mean, as best I could.
Or you just put that aside and don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you're playing.
Well, and
Fluxx
it's
the board game.
not a terribly long game,
Nope.
even, people could hork you with shifting the goals, but it's just could as easily, like you said, go back and we all win, right? So.
Because you never, that's the other thing. You could do something that you think is defensive and it might be the exact opposite. Because you really you honestly have no idea what you're maybe trying to stop someone or prevent someone from doing.
Right.
Other than that.
Right.
Like you have no idea the cards in my hand. I don't even know the cards in my hand. I'm going to draw 3.
Right. It's a big change. Yeah.
Right? At a hand limit of 3, where at one point we only had 2 because of the reshuffle thing you did. So at one point I'm drawing 3 and playing
3
and
of
having
your
to-
5 cards. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to play 3, so I always only ever had a hand limit of 2.
Yeah.
So I was more than doubling my hand at the beginning of my turn.
Right.
Well, they did a nice job. The art,
I
everything about
agree.
this looks really.
Mm-hmm.
The box is really
The
nice.
tiles are nice too because
Yeah,
for
good
tiles you're
pieces.
going to have to maybe move or rotate.
Uh-huh.
They're nice and thick and heavy, which I think is neat.
It's really neat.
And I agree with Nikki. I like
don't
that the
recall.
pieces are different
Yeah, I do
shapes
too.
and colors.
I don't recall their art before being this nice.
I think it's pretty. I think they've reused a lot
Some
of
of
it.
it, yeah.
I think it's pretty similar.
Yeah, it's great
From what I
though.
remember.
It's really neat. They did a great job. It's fun, and it's a neat kind of filler thing with a little bit of brain in there, you know, which is fun. And I like it is a puzzle. You're constantly getting, oh, here's my new pieces now, right? Which is potentially right. It's very unlike. I mean, I had that switch colors, and I was like, well, I mean, I can always figure. I'm pretty sure that no matter what happens on my turn, I could probably get a win in because
the first thing you do is
look at
reposition
what
all
everybody's
of it.
at, and then go, boom, I'm red.
Right.
And then,
it
Aaron's
was
like,
all
ah.
over. It was
Yeah.
pretty much all over.
Yeah, I figured it was going to.
Who had
Once somebody
this?
gets
Or
the
did I
card-
draw this?
Is it rotate or
Just the
Oh,
colors.
it's to the player next to them, but you get to decide the
Yeah.
rotation. So you
Yeah.
could never be red.
You
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
be
true.
red,
That's
yeah.
true.
But you could be blue or
Yeah,
yellow,
yeah.
whichever is better for you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think once the move thing gets up there, obviously it becomes a
It
lot
becomes
easier.
a lot easier to fulfill
to
stuff,
get
yeah.
the goals.
In fact, I regretted not moving that at the beginning of the game. I think increasing it to 3 moves would have given us a little bit of a jump start.
Maybe.
Not that it was like exceedingly long and we needed to
It's
shave
it's
10
all
minutes
one-
off. the
it's all
game.
one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Well,
Fluxx.
thanks for
Fluxx,
teaching, Dave. That's
you
great.
bet.
Fluxx you, Fluxx you, Fluxx you.
Okay.
you.
So you guys ready?
Not you, you're cool.